Okay guys, Swissmo is the Learn Python Ginada Sana. You're welcome to this session. In this session, we are going to learn how you can implement private routes in Vue JS. So what I'm doing here, or what we'll do here is I've implemented Vuex as my state management tool, and I'm using Vue 3. Okay, and a simple scenario is like we want to make a view dashboard or a component dashboard as private. So we want a user to be authenticated by JWT token. This means that a user accessing the dashboard view must have access token. So I'll actually show you that. Okay, but just to remind you that in a previous session I covered how you can implement JWT by using email and password. And in this session, as I've told you, that I'm going to show you how you can implement private route in Vue.js. And in the next session, I am planning to show you how you can implement authentication. I mean, totally logging in from the front end, being processed on the back end, then be redirected to the authenticated dashboard. So if this is the first time for you to watch out my channel, don't forget to subscribe so as you can be timely updated once we upload a new video. So get prepared and let's go. So I assume you have a view or component dashboard and you want to protect it to make it accessible to only authenticated user. At the same time, I assume that you are using Vuex as your state management tool. Okay. So if we put something like this slash dashboard, you can see this is dashboard for authenticated users. And this is just Vue.js view. Okay. As you can see, it has been added to routes. Okay. Like this. So we imported it. Then after we put it here to specify the route for the view. As I told you that I assume that you are using Vuex as a state management tool. At the same time, I assume that you are using so you have a web application which is using JWT. So it will actually returns access token and a refresh token for authenticated user. Saying that, how your store should look like? Your store should look like this. So the state has this data, has this property access token and a refresh token. At the same time, getter, this is getter, it actually check if the user is logged in. Okay, so return state.access token should not be equal to null. So this is actually for checking if a user has logged in. So how can you do this? First of all, you need to modify this, okay, and make a custom, okay, a custom route. Okay, so here we have to import create route, create web history, and we have to do something like this. So history here can do something like this. Okay. Okay, so you can copy this, or you can totally cut and paste them here. All right. After that, what you can do, you can remove everything up to here. So we needed to have something like this. Let's remove this. Remove this. So we needed to have something like this. Okay, I think everything is okay. We can see how we have dashboard here. Okay, so another thing you can do for if you want to protect a route, you need to add a property to your component. Meta Okay, it should be something like this. Then after, what you need to do here, so here is the logic. So what you need to do here is router dot before each to from next. So we want to check if a user is logged in, but before you proceed, make sure you actually need to import import store. Okay, so as you can access, view X store property or objects. Store dot state dot access token. Okay, so if to meta requires auth. So if the requested route, whatever, which is component or view requires meta, we need to make sure, we need to check if user is authenticated. Okay. So here we can say else. Okay, we can check if user is authenticated. If logged in, because the if logged in, next go to a requested route. Okay, else go to login page, which is at the root of our web application. Okay, I think this is enough. To make it more suitable, you can do something like this. You can add something. You can say if user is logged in. This is the best practice. If a user is logged in and is requesting to access the login page, you should redirect user to the default page for all successful authenticated user, and this is dashboard. So if user is logged in and at the same time he or she still access or requesting the login page, you can't authenticate the already authenticated user. So authenticated user will be redirected to authenticated page. So if user is logged in and at the same time is accessing the login page, you need to and to path, you need to redirect a user to dashboard page. Else if user is not logged in, so here we are checking if the component requires log, if the component or the view is private, we need to check if a user is logged in. If it's logged in, we allow, or we push the user to the component or view requested. Else, if user is not logged in, we will direct user to the login page. Else, if, this is for a case, so this is else. If a user is logged in and the path is login page, redirect to dashboard. Okay. Okay. Next, if this is for if the component is protected. Okay. If logged in, go to the component, else push it. But if the component is not protected, we want to check if a user is logged in and at the same time is requesting the login page, redirect a user to dashboard, else next. Redirect to the page requesting. So if we get back here, okay, you can see this is login page. Okay. If I click something like this, about, I'm not so sure if about page has something, but if we try out to go to dashboard, you can see, okay, user is redirected to login page. Okay, you can see this is login page. So requires off, next. Okay. So this is how you can protect your component or your view in Vue.js with assumption that you're using JWT token and a Vuex for state management. Okay, I can still show you something here. We have route, we have dashboard and the login. Okay. So this is login page. So if we refresh, if we come here, dashboard, you can see user is redirected to login page. So this sums up the end of this tutorial on how you can implement private route on component or view in Vue.js. So I hope you have enjoyed. Put comment what is your experience on implementing private route or private page in Vue.js. Don't forget to like, put comment, share, and subscribe so as you can be timely updated on Tuesday when we upload a new video. Thank you. But before I close up this session, let me thank you in 8, if not 9 different international languages. Asante sana, thank you very much. Muchas gracias, muito obrigado, merci beaucoup, kamza, hamida, aita, danke, denawad. Thank you, keep on watching.